Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to DJ Sinclair. We're back for another live. Obviously, I haven't been live for a while. I think it was it the end of July we did the Premier League predictions with two guests who will be returning for this, and we've got another guest, and we've also got another guest who's hoping to join. Now we were going to have a few other guests. We're going to have a Liverpool fan on, but he's busy, and also another try and have a triple United fan. We're also having we're having two Arsenal fans and hopefully two United fans, but one United fan in the back room at the moment. But yeah, we've got four people in the stream, including myself, so it's more than obviously the predictions team, which is good. But before anything else, make sure you do like the stream. It does help out. And please subscribe as well. And yeah, check out my videos from Martin Garrix as well. I went to see Martin Garrix on the weekend, and I uploaded quite a lot of videos. I also uploaded some videos from Steve Angelo, who did some Swedish House Mafia songs. And I uploaded his intro as well. And then I did one other song, one of the other support acts did a James Hype song and then kind of remixed it into another song, and that was his like outro song. But yeah, in this stream, it is a Game Week 2 preview. Now, I didn't do anything for Game Week 1. I didn't do a preview or review or anything really, but obviously I did do the predictions, and we did, I think, talk about the Arsenal United game, and a few. We did obviously talk about the upcoming season. We've got a first comment in, so please keep your comments coming. Hopefully he is a bit nicer this stream, because obviously we had a bit of banter last stream, but it is Mr. B. Mr. B, how's the football chat? Big up Ollie, big up mate, thank you for coming in. Yeah, so obviously I'm just going to run down what we're doing in the stream. So we're going to talk about Arsenal versus United. Obviously, we were in our away kit for that, and I'm not wearing the away kit, I'm wearing the home kit because obviously we're home. Sorry if you can hear the noise and some noise in the background. Yeah, but Arsenal, we'll talk a bit about that to start, and then we will get into obviously the games happening this week in the Premier League. Obviously, there's a Friday game, Saturday game, Sunday games, and the Monday game. He says, "Congrats to Arsenal." Well, not a great start for Brentford, so I can't say the same for you for Brentford, but yeah, thanks for obviously Arsenal were a bit lucky. We will be talking about the game very shortly. What else are we going to talk about? Yeah, previewing the games, and yeah, this will probably be my last stream. You lot could write Forest slapped us up, yeah. Well, we're not talking about it's not a review for the game week 1, so we're not talking about that. But oh, you could be right. Sorry, I thought you could write. Yeah, but so in the stream, we're gonna talk about the Game Week 2 games, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And obviously talk about the Arsenal Man United game, but we're gonna add the guests now, get into it. But yeah, this will be my last stream in a while, and because obviously I'm quite busy at the moment. I'm going to a festival this week, Benidorm as well. I'm going on holiday soon, so yeah. I will be switching to Restream soon as well, because I'm having, well, StreamYard's quite pricey per month, so I am looking to change. We rejected another bid for Weezer. Yeah, I did hear about that from Newcastle. Yeah, let me add my guest now. So first guest I'm going to add, he is an Arsenal fan. So you may remember a guest I had in my last stream who's an Arsenal fan, who I will be adding in a sec as well. I've got him obviously to see who he's got available from his channel, and he is from the channel which I hopefully should be appearing on soon, Arsenal channel. Yeah, it is Des. He is making his debut on the channel, and here is Des. How you doing?
I'm doing good, mate. Thanks for having me on. It's good to be here.
Yeah, no worries, mate. And I will now add the man who did get Des on. He sent me his number, and then we got talking a bit, and I sent him the link and stuff. He was on the last stream, the Premier League prediction stream, the final Arsenal fan in the stream today. It is, of course, in the car, Mark, so he's told me to mute him when he's not speaking. But yeah, he is in Ireland. You're muted, on mute, by the way. Let me see. Unmute you. How you doing, Mark?
I'm good, bro. I'm back in Scotland now. I'm just working my way back.
You're back in Scotland now, okay.
Yeah, but apologies if you hear any background noise and that. Hopefully you don't.
So with Mark, we will be I will mute his mic when he's not talking, and then obviously when I get to him, obviously talking about certain stuff, then I will unmute his mic and he can talk until he's finished talking. Now, not the final guest, but the final guest I will be adding until hopefully we've got a returning guest who hasn't been on this channel for quite a long time now. But yeah, this guy, he was on the last stream. You know him as well. He's been on. He was on my previous returning stream before that as well. He is currently the only rival fan in the stream. He is a United fan, and he is regularly on the stream as well. It is, of course, Ryan. How are you doing, Ryan?
Yeah, big up, Ollie. Yeah, thanks for having me on. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, thanks for having me back on.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Good to have you back on. So that is there is not the full panel, but it could be the full panel if the other United fan doesn't join. And I will probably reveal who it is if it gets later on the stream, and I feel like he won't join. But yeah, I'm going to make the stream around an hour. Brian does have to leave at 9, so I will. He can shout out those socials a bit before 9, and then I'll let him leave. But if anyone else does have to leave early, please do let me know. Yeah, we've got the comments coming in from Mr. B. I can come on your next stream, bro. Are you still on X? Yeah, I'm on X. Obviously, I probably have you blocked on Instagram, but yeah, I'm still on X. It's Deidre Sinclair, all in lowercase. So yeah, give me a shout on there, and I'll send you details about the next stream. As long as you're obviously nice and stuff. But we could talk about Brentford and all that. Yeah, so let's get into it now. We're going to talk about it first. Obviously, unfortunate for Ryan, but us three Arsenal fans, Arsenal with a 1-0 victory. Very, I'd say, a bit lucky. I will get my thoughts first, and then we'll move on to Ryan can maybe start off as a United fans perspective, and then we can get into the Arsenal fans. But yeah, obviously, first game of the season kicked off. It was an interesting lineup for Arsenal. Obviously, it was probably would say our strongest lineup. Was good to see Calafiori left back instead of Lewis Skelly, and then obviously good to see the new signings Zubimendi and Gyökeres get started, and then obviously on the bench, we had the likes of Madueke and Mosquera. Obviously, Madueke coming on for a couple of minutes, and Mosquera didn't come on, and Kepa was also on the bench as well. No Norgod though, but I believe it was due to an injury that he picked up, but he should be back for the Leeds game and on the bench and possibly coming on because he looks good. I didn't mention that I saw Arsenal in pre-season at the Emirates against Villarreal, which wasn't a great game because they lost both on penalties and in the game. It was 3-2 in the game and 4-3 on penalties. We were quite unlucky on penalties because one of our the winning goal that should have been the winning goal for us was disallowed because apparently it went back out of the goal or something. So it went to sudden death and they won. But I should have really gone to the Emirates Cup game, but I was actually at family event, unfortunately, for that game. So I chose to go to the game in the week against Villarreal. But I did see us score 2 goals, and I hadn't seen the men in 6 years at the Emirates. So the last time it was a Europa League game. That's how far back it was since I've seen them last. But it was good to see the professional men. I saw Perez live, likes of Odegaard and Rice and stuff. But back into this game, 13th minute, Calafiori with a goal. People saying, obviously, it was a foul on Belinda, but then he did, sort of touch the ball. So then you can kind of say that wasn't a foul because he touched the ball and the ball went in from Calafiore. That was the only goal of the game. It was 1-0 half time and then obviously 1-0 full time. But with some brilliant saves from David Raya, I think he was man of the match for me. And he got the man of the match for award from the Premier League and from Arsenal as well. But he was absolutely brilliant. He got oh sorry, let me just check this. Right, send him the link, Ryan. Yeah, send him the link. I've sent him the link. I'll just talk for a bit now. But listen, we got lucky in that game. I feel like United should have won that game. Should have been 2-1 United or maybe a 1-0. I think heard United fans who would have taken a 0-0 draw, or said Arsenal were, lucky. But look, we're lucky. We got the win. We got the 3 points. We got the clean sheet. I thought Calafiore was good. He got the goal. Saliba was all right. He was probably the best out of the centre backs. The attack was awful. That was our worst position on the pitch. Midfield, wasn't great as well. I mean, Odegaard was probably the best out of the bunch in midfield. Madueke looked decent when he came on. Marino was all right. He didn't get many minutes. He came on quite late. He had a few defensive subs as well. And obviously, I was annoyed that Gyökeres was subbed off before the 60th. One fantasy. Luckily, I didn't captain him, so he didn't get the fantasy points for the 60th minute. But yeah, listen, we've got Leeds at home next, which we will be talking about. We need to get another win, and we need to score at least more than one goal. I think it would be nice to get another clean sheet, but Leeds, they won their first game at home, another 1-0 win as well. But it was not an open play goal. It was a controversial handball from Tarkowski, and I didn't see the pen. I was at a quiz and the game was on, but I didn't see the pen. I didn't see any of the game. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But apparently, Leeds haven't lost an away game since like last March or something. But obviously, they are coming from the Championship, and the Premier League is very different. But we will see. And let's just get through a few comments from Mr. B, and then we'll get Ryan's take on the game. Mr. B says, watching the Celtic game in UCL, yeah, it's probably the qualifying, is it? Because I don't think the UCL started. I don't.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because I did see. I think Rangers were in it as well. 1-0 to the Arsenal, as it used to be a while ago. Yeah, we do take the 1-0s, and obviously we chant the 1-0 to the Arsenal as well. But yeah, Ryan, obviously, United, Arsenal at home first game, you would have thought maybe a win, maybe even a draw, but Arsenal got away with a 1-0 win. What's your take on the game and thoughts?
Yeah, obviously really disappointing. Thought we actually played well in this match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The reality is that when we've got a goalkeeper that is making constant errors, in fact we've got two goalkeepers make constant errors, you're always up against it. And of course that was the difference in this match. I thought Mbeumo and Cunha did very well in this. I really enjoy watching them.
I did forget to mention United. Dorgu and Cunha and Mbeumo did play well, yeah.
And I thought De Ligt did very well. I think the Gyökeres very well, actually. I think De Ligt did really well. But yeah, really disappointed. The goal was comical, but like I say, Amarin shouldn't have chosen. In fact, we need it's actually embarrassing that we still haven't got a number one goalkeeper in the club. But most of this fan base accepts it. But yeah, we've got no goalkeeper that's actually number one. I'd actually rather Tom Heaton start over Onana or Bayindir at the moment. That's how I feel about it. A 39-year-old goalkeeper better than anybody else. It's a joke. But yeah, so I thought we played well, but the reality is we lost. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm happy with losing 1-0. But I thought the midfield still a big problem. I mean, Casemiro did well, but then lost his legs in the second half around. Can't last more than an hour. So yeah, Dorgu did well. But I love Mbeumo. I think Mbeumo, Cunha, and obviously Sesko didn't start this game, but he came on. I think he might start this weekend as well. So we'll see how he gets on. But obviously, he didn't come on for long in the game, but he had a few good touches, but still early days. But yes, we need a new goalkeeper. Very disappointing we lost him, and a lot of positives, but ultimately we lost. So I was just really annoyed, really. So yeah, on to the next.
Yeah, there's your rival's thought, and obviously Ryan will get his thoughts on their away trip to Fulham coming up as well. We will be talking about that, and I'll probably talk about that soon because of obviously Ryan having to go at 9. We'll move on to the Arsenal fans, and we'll let Des get his first, talking on the channel. Nice to have you on, Des, obviously, repping the last season Thurs kit. But yeah, obviously we'll get the Arsenal's thoughts now, and then we'll move on to the games coming up, obviously this weekend and Monday. But yeah, obviously Arsenal getting away with a lucky 1-0 win. Obviously we've got the 3 points in the clean sheet. What's your thoughts on the game? Are you happy with the win, or do you thought we got quite lucky?
Well, can I start with a question?
Yeah.
Was it lucky? Because I'll tell you why it wasn't. And Ryan, you can come back at me after.
Yeah, right? Go on. I'll let you.
I'll tell you why it wasn't, right? Okay. Because Declan Rice took that corner, right? Calafiori didn't even have to touch it, Ryan. It was going in. Yeah. Calafiori just got there just to make sure it went in, but he didn't have to actually touch it. It was going in. Your goalkeeper, mate, had a nightmare. What's he called?
Belinda, yeah. And he was playing because Onana was injured, I think.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
He flapped, mate. He flapped.
Yeah.
And
people were saying it's a foul, but it's not. It was he touched it. He touched it. So.
When a goalkeeper makes a mistake like your keeper made, Ryan, you can't call that luck.
It is luck though, because the reality is if he wouldn't have made that mistake, then it wouldn't have been a goal. So
but also it's the luck that the way we played as well. We won the better team.
Yeah, but you played terrible in that game. You didn't deserve the 3 points. That's my point. That's luck.
Let me be fair, right? I'll be fair, okay? I don't see it as luck. It's 3 points, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Yeah, but you didn't deserve it.
Wait a second. Says, don't say we didn't deserve it, because end of the day, if the shoe had been, wait a second, let me finish. If the shoe had been on the other foot, you'd have took it.
But that's different. But that's different there. That's different there. No, hang on, that's different. Yes, I would have took it, but I would have said it was lucky to win. I would have said we were lucky. That's what I would have said. You're not saying that, but it was lucky because you got a goal that was gifted to you, and you didn't play very well either.
I'm going to explain why, right? It wasn't lucky, because I actually thought it was the beginning that maybe we might go on to win 3-0, right? Okay. Now, right, I will say this. We cannot go to Liverpool and we cannot go to Man City and possibly even teams like Tottenham and play like we played against you, right? We didn't.
They've got a competent goalkeeper. We haven't.
Okay, I'll give you that. I will give you that. In fairness, I will give you that, right? I haven't come on here to rile you up, by the way. I was asked what I thought, yeah? Okay, so let me explain to you, right? Okay, I'll break it down simple. And Bremo played well. Cunha played well, yeah? Mount played well, yeah? Your back four lets you down. Apart from someone had Saka in their pocket at the weekend because Saka had a bad game. Right? It was short.
But he was bad, but our defence did very well. I thought our defence did fine, actually. It was the goalkeeper the issue. Delete and Yoro was fine. Shaw looked all right.
Dalot was playing out of position, though, wasn't he? And Dorgu was. But Dorgu played well.
I will say this. When Ahmad came on, he was good.
He should have started.
I will agree with you on that, right?
Yeah.
But the point is, right, and I'm going to expand on this in a bit. I'm going to let you say that we were lucky, but I don't think we were, okay? I will say this. Zubimendi, the man's a ghost.
Yeah, he wasn't good.
You don't even know he's on the pitch, and he still gets stuff done, right?
But Gyökeres was like that as well. Gyökeres didn't hardly get any shots on target.
Ollie, we're playing Gyökeres wrong, right? Because one thing I did learn from this game, Gyökeres plays off the last defender. Yeah. If you play off the last defender, you need through balls. And we didn't give him any through balls at the weekend.
Yeah. He didn't get any service in the game.
He didn't. And
he had no service. And that's what a striker needs. He needs someone who's going to give him the ball and that's going to give him a ball that's going to put the ball in the net. Not
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that'll come with time. Remember, it's only the first game of the season, and I'm going to expand on this point a bit later on. But I'll accept that Ryan thought we were lucky. That's fair enough. But as an Arsenal fan,
I think we're lucky as well as an Arsenal fan. But
I just thought, Odegaard had a great game. He was good.
He was.
David Raya made some how he got down. Was it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot somebody else who played well for you as well, Ryan. Sorry, Dorgu.
He was good. Yeah. When he hit the post as well, that got me worried.
He's a good kid. Yeah, he's a good kid. But that save where David Raya gets down, how did he get his hand down that low?
Yeah.
Save, and that's
the one as well where the header, like his reactions, like just boosted, like pushing it out. Yeah.
And like where Birria, what's he called? Belinda, right? Where he flapped on the Arsenal goal, right? When David Raya, where you nearly scored off a corner yourself, right? But he punched it out, that's the difference, bro. That is genuinely the difference,
But Raya isn't a great keeper. He's not much better than Bayern, right? Well,
he got 7 saves. That's the most out of any keeper.
But I know what you're saying about that one. Yeah, that's what Bayern should do. But I don't think Raya is a top goalkeeper. I think he's a good. Not top. Anyway, that's
he's got the Golden Glove 2 game week.
He's won the Golden Glove 2 seasons, bro. So,
Yeah, but I just
he shared with the one last season, but it's still.
We're never really going to agree either because it's like oil and water. That's how it is between our 2 clubs because that's how it is, bro. Yeah, and if you think I'm bad, wait till the wee Scotsman says what he
think of the different. Like Arsenal is. Like London's over here, and then United, Manchester, but it's still a big rivalry between Arsenal and Manchester.
Let's be honest, Ollie. Right, the North London derby, the next biggest rival is basically Man U Arsenal.
Definitely,
always has been.
You say about all these London derbies, but they're not really a derby. It's just because it's in London.
Well, they're 5 miles up the road, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
Ryan, what you've got to remember is you had 20 years of dominance, right? And we've had 20 years of crap, basically, right? And the roles are reversing now slightly.
But hang on a minute. What have you won? What do you mean the reversing?
You haven't
won anything, so don't tell me the roles are reversing. You need to win something. Your manager needs to get you over the line. He hasn't done that.
I agree. I'm not going to disagree with you on that.
The roles are reversing though. Finishing second isn't an achievement. You need to win the league.
Okay, all right.
Well, we've got this season to prove it. This season is an all or nothing for us, really.
Yeah, it is.
If we don't win this season, Arteta, I'm sorry, I've forgiven him plenty of seasons. He has to go if we don't win it. If we win it, it's then, he's got his job for a couple more years.
Yeah,
but he has to win. It's an all or nothing, and we've said that for how many years? Running up to Man City for 2 years, and then now to Liverpool, and it's going to be tough. Even from the first game week, Liverpool came back after when they were 2-2. Man City won 4-0. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough again, but we've won the first game, which we needed to do against a tough team. And then we've got Leeds next, which we should be winning before Liverpool, but we've got some tough games coming up. So we'll see how they...
Sorry, before you go to Mark, right, I want to make one, and this isn't aimed at Ryan. This is actually aimed at Arsenal fans, right? This is actually aimed at Arsenal fans. One game in, and this is how fickle a lot of our fans are. One game in, and they're still moaning. Yeah, Gyökeres this, Gyökeres that, blah, blah, blah. I tell you what.
He's got to prove himself against Leeds because 1, it's a home game, and 2, Leeds, they're a promoted side.
Gyökeres will bang this season, Ollie. He will bang.
Yeah.
He needs time.
He needs time,
Benjamin Tesco. He's going to need time for you guys.
Hold on. He didn't even start the match, so we can't really talk about Sesko.
Why are you calling him Tesco?
Because it's cheap, isn't it?
What do you mean it's cheap? He costs like 70.
Exactly.
Not cheap.
You've been conned, man. You've been conned.
It's not, no, it's not cheap.
No.
That's not cheap.
I know that.
And you don't. And hang on a minute. When you was linked with him, I bet he was the best player ever wanted. But when we've got him now, he's rubbish.
If you go back,
you wanted him when you
bro. If you go back to all my shows, I've always wanted Gyökeres.
So when we were first linked with Sesko, you didn't want Sesko?
No.
Most of your fan base were going mad when Sesko were mentioned.
But I'm not all my fan base. I am me, Brian.
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying the majority of Arsenal fans were wanting Sesko, and now all of a sudden, because he's not come to you, he's rubbish. He's this, he's that. You don't even know. He only just came on in the final whatever minutes he had. Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on Gyökeres then, as a Man United fan?
He's a good player. He's a very good player. But you've got to play him to his strengths. He can't. I don't think
I appreciate that. Anyway, Ollie, let the
yeah. Anyway, before we get a whole debate with Brian and Des, sorry about that, guys. We will get into Mark's thoughts on the game. But before we get on to Mark, let me just get through some comments from Mr. B. Mbomo was great for United, showed us what we were missing, unfortunately. Yeah, he was great, and obviously I did show you what he's missing. His internet's down. Okay. Martinelli was poor. Arteta has ruined him. Yeah, I mean, the one thing that Arsenal fans obviously have got to focus on is we haven't signed a left winger, and that's the position we need. I think we sorted out the striker with Gyökeres. We've sorted out the midfield with Zubimendi, and obviously got signing Christian Norgard for a bit of, depth and stuff. Then we sorted out obviously Mascara. We've brought in the centre back, and then we've brought in Kepa for the backup goalkeeper. Now you can argue that Madueke can play left wing, and arguably he could have started, but Martinelli was poor. Trossard has agreed a new deal, which I think is a bit stupid. We could have got some money for him.
It's only a pay rise. It's only a pay rise.
Yeah. Oh, it's only a pay rise, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, I thought it was a new deal, but Tierney looking great. Happy away from Arteta. Yeah, he's got a couple of assists for Celtic. As good as Raya is, he is still making mistakes. Because he comes too far off the line. That's what I saw a lot when we played against Villarreal. Kepa and Raya were positioning were quite far up the pitch. Like when we had a free kick, they were like on the halfway line, or when we, in their half, they were quite far up the pitch. So their positioning isn't great. Obviously, in the Premier League, his positioning's better. Maybe he didn't really care about the Villarreal game, but listen, he kept a clean sheet, so I don't know what you're talking about mistakes. If you're talking about the game, he used to line off the line, used to be a striker apparently. Well, yeah, I think he used to be a striker. I'm not sure, but I've heard another goalkeeper was a striker and then turned into a goal. I think it was Hannah Hampton or something, the women's goalie. United were probably the better team, but you won ugly, and then we did win ugly. And we will get Mark off mute now to get his thoughts. So Mark, what was your thoughts on the game? Are you saying we weren't unlucky like Des, or like are you agreeing with me and Ryan that we weren't in the game?
No, I'll break this down, but guys, don't interject because I'm driving and I'll lose my train of thought.
No worries.
First of all, Man United, I had them for getting relegated, and I was being serious when I said that, genuinely really serious. Now, after watching them on the weekend, I think if you get a goalkeeper and Sesko gets up to speed, I actually think that you could be European, definitely in the European positions, and you might even be pushing towards the Champions League positions. Man United were very, very good, and there was no doubt with that whatsoever. I can go for the players. I could go through the players, but it's pointless. It's already been done, so I don't have to. Now we'll move into Arsenal. Now, see someone who wins the Golden Boot. He wins it because he scores most goals in the league. 9 times out of 10, he is the best player in the league. The player does that. Well, Ryan, the same goes for goalkeepers. Rhea, 2 years on the trot, Golden Glove.
You are looking at stats. You are looking at stats.
Don't interject. Don't interject.
He makes mistakes.
I am driving. Don't interject.
He makes mistakes.
Don't interject, Ryan. Behave. Honestly, I'm driving. So, David Rhea, Golden Glove, 2 years on the trot. He'll probably get it again this year. So it's no fluke, the saves that he makes. There is no flukes whatsoever. And some of the mistakes that people refer to with David Rhea is actually defender mistakes. So a wee bit of passing, getting caught in possession, and David Rhea came out to be the extra man for a simple pass. So don't go there, Ryan. I'm watching off Arsenal. Trust me, right? Second of all, we have the best defence in the whole of Europe. It's proven. The best defence in the whole of Europe.
Where has it got you, mate? Where's it got you, mate? You haven't won anything.
Ryan, can you stop interjecting? Is this your show, mate? I'm having my beats.
Hold on. Stop using. Ryan, stop triggering. Ryan, stop trying to get a reaction from me then instead.
I'm not trying to get a reaction. I'm trying to talk. Ryan, we're 30 minutes into our podcast and I'm just starting to speak and you haven't got the courtesy to stay mute. Stop
Mark,
it.
Just try not to say anything that will trigger him because obviously...
Right, well, I'm speaking about my football team. So we've got the best defence in Europe, okay?
Yeah.
On top of that, the weak side of Arsenal, Zubimendi, although he was absolutely fantastic, I love the way he intercepts the ball when he reads the game. He's not had that bond. Being a new player, he's not had that bond with Declan Rice. That'll come in the next couple of games. That'll come, and our midfield will be absolutely outstanding. Gyökeres played 10 minutes of football before that Man United game. 10 minutes. And he came on and played 6.
He came
on
in 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry, he played in the Emirates Cup.
Yeah, he played in the Emirates Cup and then he played in some of the Villa games.
It's still not, but he went on strike or Sporting and didn't train. So you can see that he is off the pace. So, when you add these factors in, right, and this is where I'm going to finish about Arsenal not being lucky. When you pencil these factors in, a bit like Man United, apart from Man United signings, the ones that done really well are Premier League proven and they've had a full pre-season. So, that's why they had the ground running. Where Arsenal's players, it wasn't like that. But where, for me, why we were lucky, and I put a big smile on my face. For years and years and years, I tried for a bench at Arsenal Football Club. And at any given time, Arteta could have changed the personnel on that bench. We had attackers on that bench, we had midfielders on that bench, we had defenders on that bench, and we had goalkeepers. When I say these positions, I'm talking players that would walk into most sides in the Premier League. Trossard would walk into most sides. Havertz would walk into most sides. Honestly, our bench was outstanding. So at any given time, if Man United had scored or that goal didn't happen, Arsenal could have mixed it up earlier, got these players on and produced the level. For me, personally, I think with the conditions that I've given you with Arsenal, I think we didn't get out of second gear. And we still managed. Yes, goalkeeper had to be good to make some saves, but with that, good teams win when they're not playing well. Just like at Liverpool, 2-2, 2 minutes to go, they still win the game. That's what good teams do. Arsenal done the same at the weekend. So, as far as I'm concerned, there was no work whatsoever in our game. Thank you very much. Ryan, you can speak now and take it on mute.
No, first of all, like I say, I don't really appreciate being spoken to like that, Mark. Look, I don't agree with your opinions, but when you're speaking to me like I'm a child, I don't really appreciate it. Yeah, the reality is that you were saying it's not your podcast either. It's Ollie's. So Ollie makes the rules, not you. So if Ollie's not happy with something, he'll tell me. So you don't need to you don't need to intervene that either. I don't particularly like your mannerisms. If you can't speak to me normally. Don't speak to me normally, but don't trigger me and then not expect me to say anything, because you kept bringing Man United into it and kept reverting back to what I was saying. So, look, we're here to talk football. I'm going to be mature about things, but at the end of the day, I don't agree with your opinions, and that's it. And I just don't appreciate you triggering me. And football's all about opinions, but yeah, I can't remember. You say it's not luck. The thing is, what makes me laugh at you about that result is, it was luck. You wouldn't have won the game had the goalkeeper not made a mistake. And it's nothing to do with being a good team, a goalkeeper making a howler like that. So you wouldn't have won the game either if that wouldn't have gone in, because I believe you were playing poorly. Players from the bench maybe, but I don't really think. Anyway, we're moving on. I'm not just this.
We're going to move on from that, because obviously that did cause a bit of arguing and interrupting and stuff. So we're just moving forward. Obviously, it's my show, and I don't want anyone here to be upset or to get people annoyed and stuff. So, Mark, obviously, we will try and respect Mark, not interrupting Mark, but just make sure if you say stuff about United and it's going to trigger Ryan, then just don't say it, because he's going to interrupt. Obviously, he was muting his mic and stuff while you were doing it, but yeah, we will obviously. We're moving on to previewing the games now, which should be all fine. Which obviously not going to, cause any debates or interrupting or anything. So we are gonna. I was gonna start off with the first game, which is West Ham versus Chelsea, but because time's moving on a bit now, and we've got 20 minutes until an hour into the show, which is when I'm planning to end, but I am probably going to go over the hour mark now. We'll start off, of course. So Fulham host United. United travel to Fulham, looking to bounce back. I think both teams are looking to bounce back. Did Fulham win their first game?
No, they drew.
They drew. So yeah, both teams, obviously, Fulham drew with I think it was a last-minute goal, actually. And then United, obviously, unlucky against Arsenal. We will, of course, start with the United fan we've got in the stream, which is Ryan, and then we'll move on to other people. I'll get my say as well. Ryan, so obviously, if you were at home to Fulham, obviously it would be a whole different game. But, you're travelling to Fulham, which could be a tough game. They've got the likes of Smith Rowe. They've got the likes of, I don't know if Jimenez is still there or Munoz, the striker. What striker they're playing at the moment, I don't know. And obviously Bernd Leno, a great goalkeeper in goal. They've got many former Arsenal players, and obviously a team I probably would support if I didn't support Arsenal, really, because of the amount of ex-Arsenal players they have. But so you're going into this game confident, Ryan, after a good performance against Arsenal, a bit unlucky, as you said. Or are you going into this game a bit worried, or what's your score prediction as well for the game in this game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be interesting. It's never easy going to Craven Cottage, of course. Obviously it's a place to go, isn't it? Confident, not at all, no, because as I go back to it, we've got a goalkeeper. We've got two goalkeepers. Whether he chooses Annan on Saturday, there's rumours that Annan will be playing on Sunday, but coming back in again. But even if he plays, he's just as bad as Baindia. So we've got two goalies that are just prone to mistakes, so anything can happen. Still a big problem in the midfield, so that's a big concern as well. Fulham are a good side, but I think defensively, we'll be, it's just the goalkeeper. And Buemo, Cunha, hopefully, those keep going like they did on the weekend. And obviously, Sesko, I want Sesko to start and see what he can do. I think he's probably looking like to start, you know what I mean? But look, for me, I just want to see a team selection as well from Amorim, with actually is one where we're playing players in their positions, their best positions, should I say, and actually setting up correctly. Because I just think Amorim, the jury's out on Amorim for me, because his selections are it's very much favouritism based, I think. You've got Ahmad on the bench and you're picking Dalot over him. I mean, come on. Dalot is nothing compared to... I know Ahmad did play in one of the number 10 roles last season, but obviously now he can't really play there because Cunha and then Buemo have come in. So he has to play, but I don't think he minds that position. I think he suits it well. But confident, no, because you can never be confident with this team. But I'm hopeful that we can perform well and get the result. But score prediction. I think we're gonna win this game. I think it's gonna be very close. I have to be positive. I think we're gonna win 2-1. I think we'll concede, but I think we will win the game 2-1. So yeah, let's see what happens. But I think from my point of view, Fulham are a tough team. It's always hard to go to Craven Cottage, and we'll have to be on our game. And like I say, you just never know. I know we played well last weekend, but you just never know if United are going to turn up. That's the problem with this team. But yeah, that's my thoughts really on it.
One thing is, obviously Mainu, he had quite a good season last season. Why didn't he involved in the Arsenal game?
Mainu was just not good enough for me in that midfield.
Oh, right.
I think I don't really particularly think he had a great season last season. He did some good stuff, but I don't think he was great overall. He just lacks physicality in that number 6 role, and you need physicality. But the problem is, I don't back Casemiro. I don't think Agate is good enough either, and that's why we need another midfielder in there. But it doesn't look like we're going to get one, so we're stuck with these players. And, Yeah.
So we'll go with Mark last, obviously, because of what happened with the issue with at the Arsenal game. But we'll go to you, Des, and then I'll get my thoughts, and then we'll go to Mark. So Des, what's obviously your thoughts on this game? United travelled to Fulham after their defeat, and obviously Fulham their first home game of the season after drawing away to Brighton. So what's your thoughts on the game, and what's your score prediction at the end of your thoughts?
I mean, just to make one more point for Ryan, really, Man United have improved when they played us. They were playing better. So, to me, this has got a draw, I think, written all over it, possibly a 1-1. Just because Fulham at home are a pretty good team at home. And, there are things in Man United at the moment that Ryan may agree, may not, but I just don't think they're gelling quite right yet. So it just may take a few more games to get to where they want to be. So, and I think that Fulham could be a stumbling block for them, and that's why I'm saying a 1-1 draw.
Okay.
And that's not trying to trigger anybody. That's just what I think. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Ryan. Remind me of your score. Did you say 2-1 United?
Yeah, I said 2-1. No. Des, you're not triggering. You're just being on. You're just speaking. I just think really when people are condescending and rude, that's when I've got an issue. So I don't have a problem with you, Des. I think you're straight talking. You just say what you think. I just think certain people just trying to trigger people off, and that's just not good. That's not.
I'm glad you clarified that, because now I know. So I appreciate that.
I'll just get my thoughts. So yeah, obviously, I think Fulham are a good team. They were one. I think it was 0-0 for quite a while, and then 1-0 Brighton, and then they got a late goal Fulham. And as I said, a team I would probably them or Nottingham Forest I would support if I didn't support Arsenal in the Prem, because Fulham, the amount of ex-Arsenal players they have, and Nottingham Forest, my dad's mate supports Nottingham Forest. So but I think United are going to win. I do get what they're saying. It could be a draw, even possibly a Fulham win. But Fulham are at home. If you're a Fulham fan, you're possibly thinking we could get looking at their performance. They did play well against Arsenal. We're at home this time. Maybe they could get a 1-0 win, maybe a 2-0, 2-1. But I think Fulham will score at home. I think they'll get the goal, but I think maybe United will get a late goal. Maybe it'll be 1-1, then it'll be 1-1 for a while, and then there'll be a late goal from United. But I think Sesko should start. I don't get why United Mount was in the front three. I think he wasn't the best out of the front three. I think the attack, despite scoring, was their best position. The defence was decent as well, but obviously not including the goalkeeper. But I think Kuna played well. If he starts, he'll definitely start. Maybe him in the left, or and then Burma on the right. I think Burma was great as well. His touch was great, and when he was on the ball, when he had those runs, gliding past the defenders. I was very worried, and as Mr. B said, you know, it's a big loss for Brentford. One of their best players gone. You know, they lost Tony a couple of years ago, and haven't really replaced him. They haven't replaced Mbomo, and they've got rid of, you know, numerous other players. Flecken left, and they replaced him with Kelleher, who, you know, we're talking about a backup keeper for Liverpool, who obviously isn't a bad thing, because Alisson's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and I don't think many goalkeepers would start over him. Probably one or two would start over him, like Donnarumma and stuff, or Neuer. Yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for United. And if we're talking about goal scorers, which we haven't talked about yet, I think I reckon a Sesko goal, maybe a header or a shot, and then maybe a Mbeumo goal. I fancy him just going there, maybe for Fulham. Let me just check their lineup against Brighton, because I just want to see who they're playing. Let's say, I don't know, someone like a Wobie scoring for them. But yeah, I reckon it'll be a win for United. They'll bounce back after Arsenal. They had a brilliant performance against Arsenal, and they should have won the game or even equalised. But yeah, we'll finally get Mark, and obviously just to warn him before, Mark, please be respectful for Ryan. Don't say, you know, anything bad about United that will obviously trigger him, because obviously if he does interrupt, you're going to shout, which will obviously get Ryan, you know, all annoyed and stuff. But Ryan will be leaving soon anyway, so you can say what you want when he's gone. But listen, Mark, so just keep it short. What's your thoughts on this game, and what's your score prediction for Fulham Man United?
I'm going to go for score prediction. I'm actually going to go 2-1 Man United as well. And I had that scoreline in my head before anyone else spoke. Fulham is a hard place to go. However, and the one point I did want to make about Man United, see last season when Man United weren't doing well, you kind of felt that either two things were happening. Either Almiron's tactics were bad, or his message to the players weren't getting through. See, on the weekend, it was the first time I watched Man United, and I actually thought, do you know what, I can see your identity, I can see what you're trying to achieve. And on Sesko, I wanted Sesko at Arsenal. I think Sesko would be more suited to Arsenal. So once Sesko's up and running, I honestly, I didn't think it said anything bad, apart from maybe if you get a good goalkeeper, you might even challenge for a Champions League spot. So I don't really know what I said. But anyway, regardless, to keep it short, I'll go for 2-1 Man United.
2-1 Man United, okay. So you agree with me and Ryan.
It's not about what was said. It was about the way he said it, and plus the way he was speaking to me as well. I didn't like that. That's the issue I've got.
Yeah, anyway, it's gone now. And we'll,
I'm just saying, making it clear.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with bad stuff about Man United. People have got their own opinion.
Ollie, can I ask Ryan a question about a goalkeeper? Can I just ask him one quick question?
Hold on, can you keep that question for 1 second? We've got we actually have a United fan now in the back room. So when Ryan is gone, we will have a United fan. Please welcome back to the channel. He hasn't been in the channel for a long time, and I think he had issues with his Wi-Fi, and he wanted me to send a link to his email. So the email sent, and he's got the link, and he must have joined. So all the way from Nigeria, United fan, please welcome Toby. How you doing, Toby? If you're there, your mic's muted, by the way. Let me unmute it for you. Toby? Can't unmute guests. Mute me. There's cells. Oh, okay. Well, when Toby unmutes himself, we'll let him. But yeah, just go to your question for Ryan then.
It's a quick one, Ryan, yeah? What, you know, you need a keeper. Why have you not gone for Donnarumma? Because isn't he available?
Yeah, obviously. Well, I think we need another number 6 as well. But yeah, goalkeeper. Yeah, well, we were linked with him, but I don't know if it's his wages. You know, because PSG, you know, the talks of PSG, you know, because his contract stalled, his new contract with PSG stalled. It's because he was wanting so much money. So I don't know if it's to do with the wages that he's demanding. But I think we did inquire about him, but we just haven't heard anything since.
Yeah, and isn't he linked with Man City as well? Oh, hello, Toby. Are you there? Oh, he unmuted himself, but then he's gone off mute.
Oh yeah, we are interested. We were interested, but
oh yes, I can hear you, Toby. Yes, how are you? Oh, I think we got a bit of issues with Toby there, but when he does, obviously, I did hear him say, "Can we hear you?"
Right, are you still linked with him, mate?
The rumours seem to have died down a little bit now. There's still a little bit of talk, but it just doesn't seem concrete.
Didn't you say you were linked with a Belgian goalkeeper or something?
Yeah, we were linked with that Royal Antwerp goalkeeper. What's Leemans? Leemans, 23 years of age, got good stats in the bet. I know it's the Belgian league, but he's still got a good stat. 23, so good age. And yeah, he looked really good. I wanted him, but we haven't heard up from that since either. So
say you end the transfer window without signing a goalkeeper, would you then be worried for the rest of the season?
Of course, I think everybody would if they didn't have a goalkeeper. You know what I mean?
And yeah, we can hear you, Toby. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's delayed.
He's a bit delayed, I think. Yeah,
very delayed. That's what it.
Yeah, and he keeps muting his mic as well, so I don't know what the issue is there.
If we do get another goalkeeper, I want Tom Heaton starting goal, and that's not a joke. So yeah.
Because you haven't really given Tom Heaton a chance, have you? He's more like a third choice goalie because he doesn't even start on the bench.
Yeah, well, he's been on the bench. Obviously, on the bench, but obviously on the back because Nana.
He was on the bench against Arsenal. Yeah.
The thing is, Nana wasn't injured at the weekend. No. He just wasn't selected. That's what Amarin said. Yeah. So.
We thought it was injury.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was an injury.
He was coming back from injury. He was fit for this game going into it, but they decided not to shoot it.
Because I think if Onana started that game, it would have been a 0-0 draw.
It's just as bad as each other, Ollie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know they're bad as each other, but Onana wouldn't make that mistake that Belinda made.
I think he would because he flaps at the ball himself as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then he's more like he would flap it a bit further back.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got no confidence in the goal.
Anyway, because we need to. This will probably be Ryan's last game because obviously looking at the time. But obviously, since we've got 3 Arsenal fans here, we're going to talk about Arsenal versus Leeds. Arsenal host Leeds after their victory against United away in the first game. I just want to get my thoughts on this, and then I'll let Ryan talk. I know I wanted to get Arsenal fans' thoughts. I want to get Arsenal fans' thoughts first because it's Arsenal. But Ryan obviously has to go soon, so I'll get Ryan talking, the Arsenal fans, and if Toby is there, I'll try and get him talking, and then I'll get Ryan doing his socials and obviously let him go. But I'll start. So obviously, we're hosting Leeds after the win. We're looking to make it 2 out of 2 wins, 6 points out of 6. I think I'm going to keep it quick, but I think our lineup will be Raya, Calafiori, Saliba, Gabriel. I'm not sure about Ben White's fitness, so maybe Timber at right back. Midfield 3 of obviously Zubimendi, even though he wasn't great. Rice, Odegaard, and then top 3. I think possibly give Trossard a go because it's only Leeds, and obviously he's agreed this new deal with a pay rise or whatever or something. And then Saka right back wing, and then Gokeres obviously up top. And I'd like to see obviously the likes of Norgard on the bench, even if we have to bring on Mosquera, see what he's like in the centre back role. But let's get into my score prediction. I think it's going to be an easy game, and I don't know. I'm not sure about the clean sheet. I reckon a 2-1. I reckon it'll be close. We'll get maybe 3-1. Maybe 3-1. I said that for the United game, but obviously it was only 1-0. So I could completely wrong again. But even if we get a 1-0 win again or a 2-0 win, I'll be happy with that. A clean sheet again. I would like to get more than 1 goal in this game against a promoted side. But yeah, you would think we would get 2 out of 2 wins before the Liverpool game, which will be a tough game. Ryan, obviously, if it was Arsenal, I go to the Arsenal fans, but I'll get your thoughts before you have to go. So, what's your thoughts? Do you think Arsenal get 2 wins on the bounce? And what's your score prediction in this game?
Yeah, obviously at the Emirates as well. So yeah, I think Leeds have the work cut out here. Yeah, I think Arsenal win comfortably. Really, I'm gonna go for a 2-0 victory for Arsenal. I just can't see Leeds doing much, and you know what I mean. It's tough to go to the Emirates, and I just think Arsenal probably will play better as well. So it'll be hard for them to get anything. So yeah.
Yep, and I know it hasn't hit 9 on the dot yet, but before obviously you have to go soon. Do you want to shout out yourself?
Yeah. So you can find me on United Central, obviously on Instagram, X, and things. But big up Ollie for having me. Sorry I have to leave early, but good to be on, and hopefully be back soon. And join you again. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can obviously leave now if you want, or leave in a bit. Hear our thoughts on the game, but big up Ryan for coming on, man. Obviously, always here for the streams. Will hopefully be on my next stream. I will let you know, obviously, about the next stream. But for now, I'll be constant with the videos, and I have got an announcement very soon. I will talk about at the end as well. But yeah, big up Ryan for coming on. Obviously, he's got to go. I think he's got his own stream where he's on.
I'm going.
Yeah.
See you later.
All right. Yeah. Big up. Right. Yeah.
See you on our channel at some point when we sort it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Big up, Dave. Nice to meet you, by the way. Take care. Yeah. Take care. I'll see you
big
soon.
Up, Ryan. Yeah. Big up. Yeah. So big up, Ryan. So obviously we'll get back to the Arsenal Leeds now, and we have also seen the departure of Toby as well. So it's just the 3 Arsenal fans now. So yeah, we'll start off with you, Des, because obviously you're unmuted. So Arsenal Leeds, you've heard Ryan thoughts. He said a 2-0 win. I said a 2-1. I see Leeds maybe getting a possibly lucky goal, but it could be 2-0 as well. So I could say 2-0. But so what's your thoughts on the game? You can have a bit of thoughts and stuff, and then your prediction as well.
I've just done a show before yours, doing the same sort of thing, Ollie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll keep it 100 because in that I basically said that Leeds could be a banana skin for Arsenal. After seeing how we played against Man United, they could be a banana skin for Arsenal because they haven't been in the Premiership for 3 years. So we don't know what to expect. But if Arsenal score early, it could be 3-0. But if Arsenal don't score early, it could be a draw. So I'm sort of sitting on the fence. You know what I mean? It all depends on how Arsenal play, But if we score early, 3-0. If we don't score early, it could be 0-0, 1-0, So
yeah. And we'll get Mark talking now. So obviously, Mark, what's your prediction for this game, and maybe some thoughts on the game as well?
Yeah, I'm going to go for 3-0. I think quite comfortable game. If Arsenal score early, the floodgates get open for Leeds. I think Leeds will do well this season at home with the crowd behind them, etc. But I think away from home, they're not going to get the same kind of backing, obviously. So for me, I'm expecting a better performance by Arsenal. Maybe the players gelling a bit more, and hopefully Chokis could get his first goal, and then that'll be him off and running. So, but even without that, I still think that we've got players, as I said previously about Arsenal, we've got players on the bench now that we can put on attacking players. Although Havertz is injured now, but we've still got players that we can put off the bench and mix it up a bit, mate. So, yeah, I'm thinking this one is going to be pretty comfortable, mate. So 3-0 Arsenal.
With the Havertz situation, do you think we'll then go for another attacker? And because I've heard that we're accepting offers for Havertz, and then maybe potentially looking for a backup of Gyökeres.
Did you not see Arsenal has been broke tonight? Arsenal are hijacking Eze deal.
The what deal?
Eze.
Eze deal.
The Eze deal.
But I thought Tottenham were favourites for that though.
Nah, if Arsenal come knocking, he supports Arsenal, mate. He'll come to Arsenal.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, we'll see. I think we will hijack it. But from what I'm seeing, Arsenal aren't really interested anymore, and I think Tottenham are going to get him. I'm not sure, but
Ornstein, before we came on, mate, Ornstein and Fabrizio both dropped it. Only dropped about an hour. Only dropped about an hour ago. Arsenal are in for Eze right now as we speak. They're in for him.
Yeah, but is Eze a striker though? He's more of a winger or a midfielder.
Yeah, he can play either, but I have seen him. I have saw him play through the middle for Palace. So, but then you've got options. You can put Eze up on the left wing, and you can put Martinelli through the middle if you need to. So there is options. Or if Trossard does remain here, Trossard can be the false 9. So so they're definitely after now attacking plan. I watched Rodrigo. But it looks like that bit.
Rodrigo's linked with City, isn't he? Or
no, I don't know. But that only goes through. Is it Savino? I can't see his name.
Oh yeah, Savino. If he leaves,
he has to leave. But City have put a block on it just now. The hierarchy have put a block on that move, so I don't think they'll get Rodrigo.
No, So that's Mark. So that's Mark Thoughts. He thinks a 3-0 win for Arsenal. Now, I think we're going to... I don't know if Toby's there yet. He's still muted. But I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go through the other games. I need to add them on the banners. And we're just going to go through the predictions. We're not going to obviously get our thoughts. So the Friday game is a London derby. And it will be West Ham versus Chelsea, 8 p.m. game on Sky Sports. So what we'll do here, if Toby does ever come with his mic, I think he's having issues because he did leave and then join. But we'll just go through predictions with this one. And obviously with Mark, I'll unmute him and he'll say his prediction, then I'll mute him again. But yeah, we'll start for this. So I'll start off and then we'll go to Des and then we'll go to Mark. And then if Toby ever comes, we will get to him. So I'm going to just be quick here. I think Chelsea were unlucky with the 0-0 against Palace at home. West Ham also, outdone by a good Sunderland team who are at home and even defenders scoring. So, Toby's gone there. Even defenders scoring for Sunderland. So both teams looking to get their first win in the Premier League. I think West Ham will score. I think they'll, as they're at home. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 Chelsea win. I reckon Pedro will be in the mix of scoring, getting his first goal for Chelsea. And then for West Ham, maybe someone like Bowen or something. Des, what's your quick prediction for West Ham, Chelsea?
I want a 1-0 for West Ham, but I think it'll be 0-0.
0-0. Okay, yeah. Mark, what's your quick prediction for West Ham, Chelsea?
3-0 Chelsea.
Okay, 3-0 Chelsea. So we're all going, well, me and Mark going with Chelsea wins, and I think Des said a, was it 0-0 you said?
0-0 for the actual result. I would like a West Ham 1-0.
Yeah, would like a West Ham 1-0. We're moving on to now possibly the game of the weekend. Man City host Spurs. Now, Spurs in their first game beat Burnley 3-0 and Man City win 4-0. So both teams, obviously, one of them could lose their first game of the season, or they could draw their first game of the season. So I think this sort of game has got a draw written all over it, but I reckon Man City, they're at home. They've just won 4-0 against, obviously, Wolves, who are relegation, contenders possibly in the mix with them. Sorry, Mr. B, but Brentford as well. Maybe even Everton and teams like that. I'm going to be quick. I'm going to go. I think there's going to be goals. And as much as I don't like both of these teams, I put Spurs for short because we don't want to put Tottenham the whole flipping full thing. But yeah, I'm going to go. I don't know. It's hard, but I think it's got a 3-2 City written all over it because I reckon there's going to be goals. It's not going to be a draw though, which I think this was one point. This game was like a 4-4 last season or something. But yeah, I'm going to go with 3-2 City. Des, what are you going to go? Man City, Spurs.
3-1 City.
3-1 City. Okay. And finally, Mark, what are you going to go? Man City Spurs?
I'm going to go 2-2. I think Thomas Frank will set them. He's a brilliant manager. He'll set them up to be hard to think in and see goals. So I think 2-2.
2-2. Okay, let me just get the next game ready. Brentford versus Villa. I'm sorry, I haven't muted Mark there. He's got a bit of background noise with his car. Yeah, so the next game is a 3 o'clock kickoff. That Man City game, by the way, was a 12:30 kickoff. So what was your Man City score, Des? Sorry,
3-1 City, mate.
3-1 City. So we're both going with City wins, and then Mark going with the draw. So next game is Brentford, who suffered a defeat in their first game. I think it was a heavy defeat, wasn't it? It was a 3-1 against Forest, yeah, and then Villa. What did they win their first game? No, they drew 0-0. 0-0. Yeah. So I'm going to go with I think it's going to be another defeat for Brentford. I'm sorry, Mr. B, if you're still watching. I'm going to go with a 2-1 Villa. What are you going to go with, Des?
Mr. Beehive's not going to like this, but I don't see where the goals are coming from Brentford.
Really?
So I'm going to go 2-0 Villa.
And then, Mark, what are you going to go with, Brentford Villa?
2-0.
To who?
2-0, sorry, Villa.
2-0 Villa. Okay. Looks like Mark's a bit in the dark there. I don't know what that is. Maybe he's in a tunnel or something. Or it's or it actually is dark where I am actually, so maybe it's the dark night or something. But yeah, sorry about this, by the way, with Mark. Hopefully next stream, if he is on the stream, it won't be like this where he's in the car. But yeah, so moving on now. Bournemouth versus Wolves. I'm gonna go another 3 o'clock kickoff. I think it's going to be a boring game, but I think it will be a Bournemouth win. Bournemouth obviously. They lost their first game 4-2 to Liverpool, but they had a great game. I'm going to go with a 2-0 to Bournemouth, and obviously Wolves, they're not great as well. Des, what's your prediction?
2-0 Bournemouth.
Yeah, he's agreeing with me. Let's see if Mark agrees. Mark, what's your prediction?
It's 3-0 Bournemouth.
So he's gone with a 3-0. So we've all agreed with a prediction there, a Bournemouth win. Next game is Burnley-Sunderland, 2 promoted teams. Let me get that ready. Burnley. And by the way, if anyone is in the comments, do get playing along. Get your predictions in, and I will share them. Next is Burnley-Sunderland. This is another 3 o'clock game. Now, I'm going to go with. I reckon it'll be a boring game, and I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw. What are you going to go with, Des?
Yeah, well, for me, they've got the X-Man in the middle, Xhaka. So
yeah, Xhaka, of course, yeah.
2-0. 2-0 to Sunderland, mate.
2-0 Sunderland. Okay, Mark, what's your thoughts?
Exact same as Des. 2-0. Sunderland were really good in their first game and deserved the win. And I think Burnley might get the record of the worst points ever.
Really, the worst points ever. Wow. Okay, Mark, big take from Mark there. Worst points ever. I'm pretty sure last season it was quite close with Southampton. They got 12 points, and I think the worst was before the worst after that was like Derby or something, isn't it? Like 9 points or
9
something.
points by Derby, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I actually guessed that it was 9 points. I didn't actually know that, by the way. We'll get on to the next game. This is a 2 o'clock game on a Sunday. And obviously, we've talked about the 5:30 game Arsenal Leeds. So we've only got 2 games left to predict, and then we'll get into shout outs and stuff because we are pushing it a bit now. It's gone on a bit. So yeah, Everton, Brighton, 2 teams who didn't have great games in their first game. Everton with a 1-0 loss against Leeds, and Brighton drawing 1-1 to Fulham. I'm going to go with a 2-0 for Brighton here. What are you going to go, Des?
1-0 Brighton.
1-0 Brighton. Mark, what's your prediction for Everton Brighton?
I agree with you. I reckon 2-0 Brighton.
2-0 Brighton, yeah. So you agree with me. We've got one more game, and I'm getting the banner ready for that. And after this, I am going to just tell you some stuff coming up for the channel and when my next stream potentially will be. Because obviously it is the international break soon, isn't it, anyway, with all this. So the final game on the Monday Night Football, possibly another contender for a big game, because Newcastle, they drew 0-0, bit of a boring game. We had a few 0-0s in the, well, 2 0-0s, and Liverpool beat, but 1-4-2. I think there'll be goals in this game. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Liverpool. What are you going to go with, Des, for the final game?
Well, they proved it on Friday night that when they were drawing 2-2, and then in the last 5 minutes they just turned it up a notch and went 4-2, ended up 4-2. So, to be honest, 3-2 Liverpool.
Yeah, 3-2. And then Mark, what's your prediction for Newcastle Liverpool?
Newcastle. Yeah, I would go maybe 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, definitely Liverpool win.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we all agree on a Liverpool win there. So that's all the games, because we've talking about the Man United game as well, and we talked about the Arsenal game, and obviously at the start we had it went a bit too long really for the Arsenal Man United game, but it's not really Arsenal United game, it's the preview. But yeah, there won't be a stream for a while now, guys. Obviously, no more streams in August, and then possibly none in September as well, because I think the international break is beginning of September. I think we've got this game week, and then I'm not sure if the 30th of the 8th. Yeah, so there is that a midweek? No, it's a Friday game. No, it's a Saturday game. But yeah, there's two more game weeks, and I think it is the international break. Yeah, there's not a game until the 9th of October, 13th of October, sorry, and it is Arsenal Forest. So yeah, probably won't be back till October. And anyway, I'm going to Benidorm soon for only a couple of days. I've already been on holiday to Turkey for a week earlier on in the year in June. And I've got a festival this week. Thursday is a Christian music festival. Thursday to Monday. Thursday is getting there for camping. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the days of the festival. And Monday is going back. And then on the Sunday next week, I am going to Benidorm and back on the Thursday. So yeah, I'm quite busy. I've been very busy. I had a wedding a couple of weeks ago. I had a family event. I saw Martin Garrix in London. I saw Arsenal. So it's been very busy for me. And I'm actually seeing Arsenal women soon as well. I'm seeing the first game of the season, London City Lionesses versus Arsenal at the Emirates, which will be interesting because Nikita Paris is playing for London City Lionesses, as well as I think they've got a couple of Arsenal players now. 2 Arsenal players they signed as well. So I think one Leah Godfrey as well. I think she's gone to there. But I do quite like women's football as well. I support Arsenal ladies and obviously the Lionesses as well. But yeah, content come up. I might do a vlog for that. Not sure about videos. I might obviously Big Church videos, which is the festival I'm going to. Next stream, as I said, will probably be in October. I'm seeing Mimi Webb with my friend Ryan, who's on the stream as well. So that is in October. So expect videos for that as well. So yeah, content coming up. And my announcement was that, well, I'm going to announce it on here early. But I'm announcing soon on my Instagram that my EP will be out soon. So I've got 2 songs out at the moment: First Love and Your Love. Your Love Is All I Need. And I've got 2 sort of like drum and bassy songs that will be coming out with the EP. It's a 4-track EP, and I'm trying to get someone to remix my First Love song as well. And yeah, so yeah, streams will be back very soon. But this is the sort of time of the stream where we get people's socials and stuff, and then we end the stream. I am looking for someone to do an intro / outro. So if anyone knows anyone, please do let me know. I could do it myself, but I every time I do it, I do something stupid like put in like something that'll get copyrighted, or the music will be copyrighted or something. So yeah, let's get Des to shout out socials first. So where can we find you on Instagram, maybe personally or just generally?
I'm on X. I'm on X at Des Enforcer 47. You'll find me on In the North Bank on YouTube. Do a lot of shows over there with Mark and other guys. I've also got a Kick. If you type in Des the Enforcer, go over there and give me a follow on there. I'm trying to get to 100 followers. That's the first milestone. So if you could help me out with that, that would be brilliant. Ollie, thanks very much for having me on your show. Appreciate it. And your music, is it going to be on Spotify?
Yeah, so I've got 2 songs out at the moment, and they're both on Spotify. If you type in DJ Sinclairo, all in capitals, I'll send you the link on WhatsApp of it.
Yeah, do that, mate, and I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look.
Yeah. Because as I said, the music I said about is music coming out. So I've got like a small EP sort of thing coming out, and then planning to release some music next year as well. So yeah, I kind of started this music thing because I'm kind of a DJ. And then I want to play my own music in sort of my mixes. So I made this song and then made another song, and I got some songs coming out. But yeah, I will send you. I do. Well, I have Spotify that I can send you the links to, but I mainly use Apple Music. So
all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll check them out on Spotify, mate, because that's what I've got.
Yeah.
I'll check them out.
All right, cool. Yeah. They're kind of like housey or dance songs, really. But
that's cool.
You might like. Yeah, you might like them. Yeah. We'll get Mark now. So Mark, thank you for coming on for the second time, and hopefully you can come on again. Where can we find you? Obviously, you've got an X, and shout out maybe the YouTube channel you're on.
Yeah, you'll get me on X or at Mark8_AFC. And most importantly, like Des said, it's In the North Bank. You go over to YouTube, you'll see us on there. We've got a Facebook page for In the North Bank as well. Do loads of Arsenal content. We've got stuff coming out about the women. Des has got other things that he's doing, shots fired, where it's different fans coming on from different teams. A lot of brilliant content. So yeah, you could catch me and Des over there, and Ollie will definitely get you on.
Yeah, I'll definitely hop on there.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us on again, mate.
Yeah, no worries. Big up for coming on, Mark. And finally, of course, I've got to shout myself out, your host, Ollie. So of course you can catch me here on YouTube, DJ Sinclairo. Big aim is obviously 2K, but the next big we've just hit 1,130, so big up for that. I guess the next aim is 1,150, and then 1,200. We just keep going and going. The only problem with obviously my YouTube is the watch hours, so I do need to get the watch hours up for me to get paid on YouTube. Obviously, I've got the 1K, and I've got no copyright strikes and anything like that. So I just need the watch hours. So basically, just watch some of my short videos, or if you watch my short videos, watch it to the end. And also, comment on my videos. I love comments. I'll reply to them and heart them and stuff. And obviously, big up Mark and Des for coming on, and obviously give Ryan, who came on earlier. And Toby did have an appearance, but really didn't talk. So he's MUFC Global on Instagram, and I think he has a YouTube as well. I'm sure about that. But I would love to come on In the North Bank with you guys one day, guys. That will be cool to go on another channel. I really haven't been on a long channel for a while. I was, I was with a channel for a while, and then I basically got kicked out from that, and I hadn't been on YouTube for a while because of that, because I lost a lot of friends. I came back to YouTube, and then I've started up the football streams again. But my streams probably will be going to restream now, and I will be working behind the scenes with that. Probably start off with like the free sort of plan, and then moving on to see if the monthly payments are any good. Find me anywhere else: Instagram, ollie.sinclair556. I do have 2 other accounts on Instagram. David Rare fan page 1. I'm a big fan of David Rare, and I started up posting on there again as well. I did a match day post for the United game and a full-time review. And that will be consistent throughout the season. I'll even be doing it for Champions League games and cup games like Carabao Cup games and FA Cup. On my fan page, you can catch me reposting stuff about Arsenal related to David Raya, talking about match days and stuff like that. I've also got my Martin Garrix fan page, which is Martin Garrix UK 24. So I've just hit 200 recently on there, so we hit 300 on there. Also, on my David Raya fan page, I am on the road to 1K. With my Martin Garrix fan page, obviously, I've been doing a lot of stuff with there because I did see Martin Garrix himself live recently in Gunsbury Park in London, and that was honestly amazing. I went there with my mum and my dad. I was in more or less near the front, and yeah, I got some clips from there, and it was so good to see him live finally after having that account since last December. Yeah, and with my main account, I sort of do personal stuff about my life. So if I go to an event, I post about it if there's Wi-Fi. And obviously this, you'll be seeing me going to the festival this weekend. So a lot of content from that. On X, it's DJ Sinclairo. Please do follow me now. I'm on the road to 100 followers. I have about 20 or so. I'm only really on there to check like Western, my football team. They're my local team. I'm hoping to see them soon. And yeah, follow me on there. If you want my number, that's quite personal. So please do like DM me for that or anything. On my Snapchat as well. Please do DM me for that. I'm trying to think of any other social as well as Xbox and PlayStation. Please do DM me for that. TikTok, I've done a few TikToks recently because of seeing Martin Garrix recently, and the singer of one of Martin Garrix songs actually commented on my post, so I did a TikTok about that, and she commented on that post as well, which was awesome. So yeah, that is out now. Ollie.Sinclair 556 is Instagram, and yeah, with Instagram, obviously the main account, I've got the post about Big Church coming out soon, next week probably, and then I'll do a post about Benidorm when I go there. And with my fan page, I'll obviously do a match day post while I'm at Big Church. Martin Garrix fan page, I'll probably continue to post clips when I saw him there. But yeah, continue to support me on the channel, and if, as I said, if you are a person on Instagram or someone that does YouTube intros and outros, please reach out to me and we can get talking, and you can do one for me. But we haven't had really many people in the comments to big up Mr. B Hard's Football Chat, who was actually someone I sort of like didn't really like because he was involved with a channel that I was involved in that I wasn't involved in anymore. But yeah, it's good that he's in contact with me again, and hopefully he can join the next stream. And any people from any football club or whatever you support in the Premier League, please do keep get in touch with me, and we can, join the streams and stuff. And obviously, if I get in the North Bank and join the streams where there's other people from different teams, I can surely try and get them on here as well. And also, a thing that I didn't want to shout is why, like Des mentioned, if you want to check out my music is out. If you type in DJ, so all capital letters, DJ Sinclairo, which is basically my YouTube channel. Just type in my YouTube channel on Spotify or Apple Music or Amazon Music or iTunes or YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel. If you go onto my videos, and yeah, I've got 2 songs out at the moment. As I said, an EP coming soon, and much more music. 2022, I'm planning to possibly release an album with maybe at least 10 songs. That will probably be towards the end of the year, though, or maybe even in the middle of the year. But I've had support from my family. Like my gran likes the song, my auntie likes the song, my mum, my dad. Even from friends as well. So yeah, the support for my songs has been great. My song First Love reached over 100 streams on Spotify, but my second song isn't done as well. But obviously the first stream I did promote a lot. But yeah, big up everyone. I'm gonna end there now. I'm rambling on now, but yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna play. I might play one of my old outros. I'm not gonna play the one that will get me copyrighted, but oh yeah, I just want to show you this. Des, look at this Arsenal fan. It's quite funny.
This fucking fucking manager! This Italiano manager!
Yeah, so that's that's Luca. Yeah, you know Luca.
Yeah, I know Luca. Yeah. Everybody knows.
And then look at this from when last season when like. So he went from that to this.
This fucking manager!
Yeah,
I don't know what to say.
Anyway, but there's Duda encouraged me for obviously being on your channel to be on your channel, and I'll let you know about my next stream. But yeah, big up everyone. Also, you do women stuff on your channel as well, do you?
Yeah, we cover the women's game as well.
Yeah, I'll have to come on some of those streams as well because I go to some of the women's games.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to United when it was 3-1 because my sister likes Mary Earps, and that was last season. And then we went to the first game. No, that was 2 seasons ago, I think. And we went to last season's Man City first game. I think that was 2-0 or 2-2. Sorry, I think. And then we went to another game as well. I think it was we went to another game, but yeah. And I'm going to the London City Lionesses one, the first one as well, as I said to you. But yeah, big up for joining. That this intro there is old clips and stuff, but big up Mark, big up Des. I'll be back probably in October because of the break and I'm busy and stuff. But yeah, please check out my videos, watch back my lives for the watch hours, and I'll see you guys soon. 'Cause we got